Well, I'm going 1 second. What's the deal? What goes on, y'all? How's everybody doing? What up, Zoom gang? Hold on. This is everything we got going on from yesterday, so let's get rid of all these levels. Let's redo our analysis. Good morning, everybody. Alright, so closed bullish yesterday, no top wick, and we've come down overnight over London. The 4-hour, previous 4 hours closed bearish. We got 40 minutes in this one. We really haven't moved. An indecision candle, kind of stuck around in the same range. Lots of wicks to the downside. Flipping bullish now on the hourly. Looks interesting. The 30 held support, closed back up. Didn't close above the most recent. Probably not looking for anything here at the moment. There's a level here that runs across, so I wouldn't be looking for this flip here. If anyone's in it, good job, but that's not something we would be looking for here, or I would be looking for here at this moment. Need closures. Let's draw up some levels. A solid level up here. This area we're driving from right now, over here. And then there's the rest of the range. I think this is what it would look like. It's 200 pips worth of range. Wild, wild, wild. Okay. You have a level here on the 15 and on the 30. It's really minor. Honestly, let's go off the higher time frame here because we seem to be blasting through levels left and right. We're gonna look for some closures. The 4 hours pushing, right? So you want a really strong 4-hour closure. You want a top wick. So let's see if we can get this closure above 95. Most likely on the 4-hour. We'll see if we can get it on the 30 with a nice steep top wick. I think this area is even better because this is above most recent. It's above this little support that we've made before. And it's a level we drive from, right? If we look to the left, there's my annotations to work here. Okay, there we go. So level right here, see the area we drive from, the wicks tap, and we come up, then we held that area and closed there as a support. So I think if we stay above there, we'll come up. This is the advantage point. This is the rest of the range. So let's see if we can close above there. For now, you saw we're seeing some kind of reaction here. So we'll see if we reject or we close above. I'm looking to see if we can flip here on this 15, but there's only 4 minutes left because the flip gives us this candle. And if that happens, the very next candle, we would probably take sells off the rip. That would be a strong rejection. So I was just seeing if there's a possibility of that, but we have 4 minutes to go, and it was holding here for a second. It hasn't really come back down, so I think we'll wait for a closure. $200 viewers are missing. Well, I think we started a bit late, about 15 minutes and after 8, 20 minutes after 8, right? So I don't know. People are stream hopping. Stream hoppers, they waiting on positions. That's when they come back. I know there's a lot of you in this hourly flip here. There's a lot of people in that trade here. Yeah, it's Friday, gang. I'm gonna miss you guys. I'm gonna miss yous. I'm gonna miss yous over the weekend. Hot gay. Gotcha. Believe it. I mean, getting withdrawals. That's funny. No stream on Monday? Yeah, I think it's a bank holiday. Let's check. Maybe. Saturday, Sunday. USD bank holiday. What the fuck is going on Monday? Oh. Alright. Alright. Thanks, veterans. Thank you for your service. We get to have a day off because of you. You guys ruined our Monday. Just kidding. Yeah. Well, I guess there's no Monday, but we'll still do Sunday. Veterans, not veterinarians. Some of you's about to do a drive-by by your local fucking pet clinic. Fuckers room on Monday. They're eating the dogs. They're eating the cats. Kamala. China. So are we off this Monday? Yes. Damn. $30 closed. I see the 30 closed. No top wick. Is it a leg candle? It's borderline leg candle. I don't know. Is the body smaller than the wick? Do we need to bring out the ruler? Okay, this is 37. This is 34. Yeah, technically, by our definition, it's a leg candle. But if you need to bring out the ruler, it, you know, it's not that, it's not as strong of a leg candle. Bro's basically off all day of the year. True. True. So the hourly's pushing here. Broke the previous hourly high. You know what I miss saying? Who's ready to witness history? Actually, no, I don't miss saying that. I feel like we got more trades in when we were in the ranges than at all-time highs. It's better down here. I'm in the thick of it. Everybody knows. No way, bro actually likes that KSI song. That's my shit. I blast that shit. Word. Can we redo the elections? No, let's not redo the elections. Can we do that day again? Yeah, based on that closure, we should come back down, but we'll see. No way anyone doesn't like that song. Catchy as fuck. That's a catchy ass song, Tom. You are right. I like that shit. Even my kids like it. Some orange folders in 1.5 hours.
I'm here to tell you right now, we don't care.
Trump would flip if we redo the election. Oh, we're not redoing anything. Of course your kids like it. It's a kid's song. Hell yeah, I be blasting that shit when we pull up to school. My 6-year-old be singing that shit louder than anybody. We open the windows and everything. Okay, good eye. Let's look at that level. October 17th. Let's look at that level. See, the thing is, since that time, on October 17th, we've blasted through it once, twice, 3 times, 4 times, 5 times, 6 times. So if we are gonna see a reaction here, I believe it's only a reaction, not a rejection. I think we would have to still get back to these areas, right? If the market is to do, you know, something like this, I think that's at least where the top wick will be. Right? If it doesn't, we'll need to see it break down now and never come back there. Right? Then, okay. Then we can start looking at this level again as something that's more recent and something that's valid. But for now, I just think this is minor. This was just a reaction. We should blast through this level based on the price action. Oops, wrong color. Right, we should definitely blast through this area based on the fact that we've driven through that range with no reaction many times already. We'll see. Let's see. That's why I look at it as more of a minor level, but I think if we respect it again and form something here, then we can start looking at that level again. What are you looking for right now? I'm looking for a heavy push down here, maybe a closure on the 15 and a bottom wick. That would have to be below this area here. It would take a lot. It's most likely going to be a 4-hour closure, but if we do see some volume in these next 7 minutes, right? We have a level right here, and we also have this level here. And as long as we're below this area, there's nothing that stands in our way until we get to here as an advantage point and until we fill the range, right? This is roughly 40 pips of range. Your advantage point is about 20. It's about halfway. But the thing is, if you get this strong push down in here and you close below, you are 80% or higher in terms of probability of it getting to the bottom of the range. So let's see if it can push through and leave a bottom wick so we can fill it with momentum after grabbing a top wick. If not, we'll wait on the 4-hour. It's okay. We keep getting more closures, right? But we don't really need to mark this off here, right? We can tell by eye where we are. What I do want to mark off is the actual full range. And I think the full range is here. Wait, even lower. Let's go on the 5. Yep. Yep. think if we could get below there, we can look for sells. 70 pips here. 4 minutes for the 15 to close. 5 making a top wick. We'll see. It's only the 5, right? This 5 closes in 4 minutes. And so does the 15, so I think it's better to wait this. If it flips and start driving, then it's another confirmation that this level from October 17th here, right, is just a minor level that we've driven through many times already. On the 15, could it not be getting liquidity pushback? Yeah, that's what we said. Most likely, I drew it out. I drew the candle out, right? We drew the bullish candle flip here to these levels right here, right? This right here is an October 17th level that we said is probably very minor because we've driven through it a few times. So if this flips and drives, that's going to confirm that that's just a minor level, and we don't need to worry about it. Minutes for 15, 4 hours. It's not too strong of a candle. Make a top wick here and come right back down. Yeah, and the hourly flip also doesn't mean it'll drive, right? Because if the 15 closes bearish, the next 15 could make a top wick and come right back down. It's a bearish closure. It could not, but it's a possibility. And when we're 50-50, we don't have an edge. Morning, Bart. Good morning. Morning, Creed. Damn, the 15 looking like the hourly, right? Over here. The bottom wick, close doji, bottom wick on the next one. Drove up. Sean, welcome. Welcome to the Zoom. Held this level, this minor area. Yo, why is my mouse skipping? Looks good on the 30. Looks good on the 1. There's 15. And the 5. Yeah. Not a fan. W plus 10, that's it? You were 8 ball. You should be knowing all the future candles. You should be able to predict the future, 8 ball. Only 10. Wick to wig, baby. Let's go. Eight ball over there like, nah, dog, not that kind of 8 ball. Nah, I mean. Sir Wicks, can we sell from 97.70? Expecting the 15 no bottom wick to make it if it doesn't print the bottom wick before that. No. Wait, can we sell from 97? No, I'm not. I wouldn't expect it. We don't have to make a bottom wick here. We could just drive straight up. The higher time frames, right? Put some respect on it. They're telling you they're bullish. Ever since Unc won, I just feel more patriotic. It'll go away. It'll wear off really soon. Like next week. Not a fan of selling now. No. The higher time frames breaking highs. Reflipping. Yeah. You got sells at 26.98 before, or you have sell limits? Looking for a wick entry buy after the 4-hour close wicks? Yes. Bingo. Ding, 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 ding. It's going to be a heavy 4-hour push, right? This is strong. So we need a top wick here on the 4-hour. Otherwise, the next 4-hour, we might have a sell limit off the 07 level, as long as we don't make a bottom wick first, and or maybe 04 level here. But if that's the case, yeah, 04 level might be it. But if that's the case, if we're going to look for sells off 04, then we can't have a top wick here. If we do have a top wick here, we are going to need a bottom wick first, and then we're going to look for positions. Where would that bottom wick be? Probably where this white line is. 8 ball over there, like, white line? Yes, where this white line is, bro. Anyway, so yeah, we got these slopes. Ha! We're just trolling, bro. We're just trolling. We make a funny. We do a little bit of funny here. A little bit of funny. So let's wait. Let's wait for that to happen. Let's see what the 4-hour does. Will it close with a top wick? Will it close with no wick? How is the next candle gonna open? Yeah, because like we could look for buys here, expecting top of the range, right? But we could get a better range. I don't know if this is gonna drive through, or if we're gonna pull back from here to close bullish, right? So it's eventually you're expecting a top wick on the next candle, but if this pulls back, the top wick might never come back to these highs. So that's why I'm gonna wait for this to actually create the top wick and actually close, instead of just saying, yeah, we're gonna drive right now to the top of the range, although we can. And if we do, great, we'll hop on right after. The flip of this 5 will sell? No. Well, it will sell? Maybe. I'm not too confident in that. I think we need to tap a higher time frame resistance. There's one here. It's coming up on. So we got room to buy. Oh yeah, if we get back to 95. Oh, there'll be room. There will be room. What are those two white lines for? Ask 8-ball. They're the smaller time frame, the support and resistance. There's the mini range within a range. I just marked it off for visuals here. No, we have no buy stops, no sell stops right now. Nothing. We have no positions. There have been no trades yet today. Whee! 5 minutes. You know how much you can do in 5 minutes? Get anything for Asian? Yeah, I had a headache. I went to put my kids to bed and passed out. Woke up at like 2 a.m. with the young one's foot on my forehead, like, yo, I'm going to my bed. I was putting her to bed. I was reading her a bedtime story and I passed out. Yeah, we had some goosebumps to have us, you know, read him some R.L. Stein right before bed so they can have some sweet dreams. Yeah, we're gonna watch The Ring for bedtime tonight. I'm gonna put everybody in front of the TV and be like, look, Disney came out with a new movie. Yeah. The US one. What Japan, bro? How much did you make with FOMC yesterday? $100 million. Japan is much scarier? Yeah, because we're not going to be able to fucking understand what they're saying. They be saying some crazy shit, and you be thinking it's crazy shit, and all he said was like, how's it going? Harakiri. Konnichiwa. They be overacting everything too, you know. They walk in the door and it's like, bro, nobody walks in the door like that. People just walk in normally. It's like always crazy shit. Two minutes. Dos. So we're not closing above this resistance, right? You have a little motion over here playing out. Your shampoo play right here. But that's a heavy 4-hour bullish candle. You'd expect the top wick here. But it's not driving out of a range, so it's tough to take a wick entry. Because it's staying within the range, staying within these areas. Yeah, we're gonna need a decent bottom wick, probably for the hourly lows. 93, so maybe like a 50 pip top wick, 94 areas. I mean, I'm not a top wick, bottom wick on the next candle. $95.4, quite possibly. Okay. Lock in, gang. We might have positions soon, but we're gonna need that decent bottom wick. Is that it? Once we re-break the slow, I'll look for a position. It's struggling, looking to make a high here. I want to break the low. All right, Chat, we're going to take a buy right here as it rebroke the low. Just took a buy. It made a low, came up, and then rebroke the low again. My entry is 2696.88 right here. That's, oh wait, wrong way. Sorry, we're in a buy. Why am I marking up a short? So we're gonna expect a top wick to be made on this 4-hour candle at some point. The flip is our advantage point to go break even. Okay, so once we flip, I'll move stops to BE, and then we'll look to manage the rest of the trade. All right, I'm gonna close half here at 12. I'm gonna move stops to break even, and I'm gonna close full here at 17 pips. Congrats, everybody. Just closed full. 2 positions. I took 2 positions. I always tell you, on my first position, I take 2. I closed full as we filled the range up here. I don't know if we're going to reject or if we're going to stay here. If we blast through it, we'll look for more positions. Okay? Very simple. Simplicity. Last trade on stream, you won a total of 30.8 pips. Thank you so much. Appreciate that, Jay. Buys for 30 pips. 31. That's win number 280. That is why we waited for the 4-hour closure and a stronger time frame confirmation. Okay? Capiche? W. All right. So let's see if we can drive through. We'll look for more positions. Let me mark that off. Win number 280 on stream. So like I said, we've tapped this resistance here. I don't know if we'll blast through it or if we'll come back bearish. So as we tapped it, we close full and we'll look for more setups. We'll look for the market to set up again. If you're holding it, you could hold it. If you have a runner, you could leave a small runner, let it rock here. I closed full. Any questions? Bro, this shit really just plays out every day. Yeah, I've been trying to tell you guys that. If you're patient enough just to wait, it'll play out every day. What's your closing price? 2698.73. Right here. This was my closing price. Right this area. Right there. Right there. Right where that wick. Right where this level is. That's where I closed. This is the range I played right here. This little clean range. See it? That's just what my eye naturally sees when I'm taking that trade. That's what it naturally sees with the higher time frame closure. You know, I'll range form, bottom wick, and then I see where the clean range is, and it's really clean here with all the candles just up, down, up, down, up, up. We don't stop here. That's just what my eye zones in on and sees when I look at the chart. Filled. Yeah, if we weren't closed, we would have been closed full here. at the fill of the wick. I got Sweatster wicks, but thank God it gave me something. Yeah, Creed. W. Doesn't matter, buys or sells as long as you're a winner. But was it a good win or a bad win? Like, was it according to plan? Can you repeat it tomorrow? Or are you going to stress if you do it tomorrow, right? That's the key, right? Just build winning habits, because those are long term. Wicks, why did you need it to break the low to take the wick entry? Doesn't breaking the low means it's struggling to go up? Because it never broke the high. It went, what it did was off the rip, it made that small wick, and I wanted a steeper wick. And it made that small wick, and then it came up right to entry point. It didn't really flip, but it came right back up to entry point. So the way it prints matters to me, right? That's why I said lock in here. We might have position soon, because the way it printed, it didn't drive, didn't break the highs here, came down, rebroke the lows, and as it rebreaks the lows and it never made the top wick, I'm still expecting a top wick, right? So once it rebroke the lows, I was like, all right, at this point, if that wasn't enough orders, if whatever it did here initially, then any rebreak of the lows should be enough orders for it to eventually go up. So I thought to myself, all right, if it rebreaks the low and goes down steeper, I have 1, 2, 3 areas for pineapples, right? But if I don't need the pineapples and it drives through now, then great, we won't miss it, right? It was just kind of like, whether we enter here or if we see some more pineapples, we were still going to have some of that. It was going to come up and grab orders based on the higher time frame. We just didn't know where it would reject, here, 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 right? But we knew it was going to do that, so we didn't know it for a fact. We were able to predict that with 90% probability. We have been able to predict that with 90% probability. 90% of the times this is what will happen. And if it doesn't happen and it goes the other way and we get burned, the wick entry gives us the best opportunity to manage risk, right? The best possible entry, not here at the flip, not at the rebreak of the highs where you can't manage risk, but at the wick. Because if the market does drive back the other way against you and it never comes back up to the flip, you're going to get top wicks to at least where the closure is, right? So if the market does do this, that's your resistance now formed. So that you're getting that top wick to come down. And your entries on a bottom wick, this will give you a chance either to win and close in profits, or for pineapples down here and play this range, right? First trade to break even, second trade is this whole area, which is also profits. So it just gives you the best opportunity to manage risk when you're in on that wick entry. And that's why we do that. That's why we do what we do. Right. I think eventually, maybe next year, we'll be holding a lot more runners or longer positions. But I've been really in my zone and comfortable, and really confident in doing what I'm doing. Right? It's slowly been getting better and better and better at recognizing what I'm looking for overall. You ever dabble with an auto trail, like a trailing stop? Just trail it, but at the closure of the candle or at the bottom wicks of the candles. I used to do that. You know, we've done the numbers. Like a few years back, we did the numbers on this. And if we close at the next resistance, smaller, higher time frame resistance here versus leaving runners and closing half, at the end of it was like 3 months. But at the end of 3 months, I don't remember if it was a month or 3 months. We made more money on a full closure than leaving runners, and then most of the time they would come back to BE. So I just look for that next resistance. Sometimes it's 10 pips. A lot of times it's 10, 11, 12 pips. That's just how it is on a smaller time frame based on our entries and what we look for. But sometimes we get, 15, 25, it just depends on the range when we close full. And over time, over the long term, I think full closures gave us more than leaving the runners expecting the full range fill, and like 80% of the time them coming back to BE. Because if I'm leaving a runner here, I'm letting it go up to the top of the range, right? That's what I'm looking for. If I let it go to the top of the range and we reject here right now and come back to BE and the next candle drives to the top of the range, that does me no good. But if I can find that same optimal entry and leave the risk management out of it, just make it as simple as possible in terms of closing at the end of the range, as we got up here into this white line area. Hey, white line, shout out 8-ball. Anyways, we got up to this area, right? Most of the time, it'll come back to it before driving through. Yeah, sometimes it'll drive through. But overall, I've just found success doing that. Can you explain me how to know when candle push without bottom wicks? When you see it push without bottom wicks, right? You just won't be in it. It'll push, right? If we had no bottom wick here and it just started driving up, we wouldn't be in it. We still have NYSE open here in 20 minutes. London close in an hour, right? Or an hour and a half. When does opinionated wicks? Bro, you're trying to keep me banned, bro. Are you an industry plant? I got you, Kenny. Trying to keep me down. Yeah, ICT plant. Love your thoughts on things. Interesting. Yeah, but you're gonna get YouTube to. We love you, YouTube. We love everybody. All right. Button wick. But only a minute left in this candle, so. Is it a bottom wick? Well, really close bearish. What value does the Zoom bring that YouTube doesn't? Well, to be on Zoom, you have to be part of the signal channel, and the signals are sent throughout the day, after the stream, during Asian, right? Number one. Number two, you get access to the Zoom, right? So the Zoom has no delay, while YouTube has a 4-second delay, 3 to 4 second delay. So sometimes we have 5-second trades. We've seen 5-second trades, right? So by the time I get out of the trade, YouTube is getting like, all right, I'm entering a sell here. Or, right? We've seen that in the signal channel. You guys have seen me take, 10-second trades, 20-second trades. So you don't want to delay, right? If you're taking a trade. Yeah, over here we had some time, right? We took an entry. It was a good 3, 4, 5 6. It still came down more. You probably, by the time you took it, you probably had a better entry because this bottom wick was getting made. So I took it here. It still came down a little more. By the time you heard me say it, it was even a better entry for you guys here, right? But if it went straight up from that moment, you would have been 4 seconds late. So I guess that's the advantage. And you also get a private Sunday session, right? So everyone in the signal channel, we do a private Sunday session where everybody's mics and cams are free to be open, and we can just have a conversation and just kick the shit, or shoot the shit. Not kick the shit. Don't kick the shit, shoot it. All right, 15 closed, bullish above the range. It's a nice little bottom wick here to start it off. It's below this 5 level. That's kind of strange, right? Because if this is the area like this, kind of closed below it. Or right at it. I don't know. The 15 looks good though, right? It's got some range to come up here. How much is this range? Yo, come on. 20, 30 pips. Yeah, I'm gonna have to wait. Probably gonna wait on the 30 to see what NYC does, because we can just break down here, and if we break down, NYC will be something different. See, if we held runners to the top of the range, they would be coming back towards our entry right now. This is trading game, just a waiting game most of the time. This 15 looks like it's fucking loading up to create history right now. But be careful. There's a lot of good areas for it to reject too, right? There's a lot of levels coming down here where it could just make a bottom wick here, right? Could have made a bottom wick there. Could make a bottom wick here. Here. It's already tapped that area, so I doubt it. I think as long as it should come up, as long as it maintains this low, as long as it doesn't break that previous candle low, this looks good to go up. The problem is we won't know until this candle closes, which kind of makes it a bit arbitrary for us, so that's why I wait. Oh, flip the tape, huh? Gotta flip the tape. Gotta flip the tape. Looks like we both took buys. Yep, that's what it looks like. Why wouldn't you be anticipating a top wick on the 15 with more confidence? Because the 30s like made a pretty strong bounce off a level here. We still haven't closed above here, and that's where we had a level. We said, right, this on the higher time frame, this looks like a head and shoulders, the shampoo play. So we can still reject here, right? And we see a heavy push down. Like I said, I'll look. That's why I closed at this resistance, this white line here, and I'll wait for it to really break and close above it on the for the 30, right? Because that's NYC open. So if we close above it, we should, you know, blast through here. But for now, it's a strong level. Not looking. Yeah, it looks like it should drive up, but because of where we close and because of the level, I'm just, you know, I'm gonna be a bit skeptical. And because of timing, with, you know, we got 10 minutes here till NYC open. 10 minutes. So why guess, right? We don't know if this is the bottom wick for the 15 or if this 30 is now going to flip bearish. If this 30 flip bearish, right, that's the hourly coming back down. So after grabbing the steep top wick, excuse me.
The smoke got me. I got bronchitis.
But yeah, we'll see. Right? Why take now? Why guess when we can just let it close and be a little more confident? It's just a lot of variables come into play here, right? You also have this previous higher time frame support, right? That has now turned into resistance. The wicks come down into this area, so now you have these wicks coming up into here, right? This is an area. Remember, a support or resistance is not a specific price. It is a whole area, right? And this is an area we can reject from. Right here, this range, these wicks. So we'll see. We'll let it close. If it does come back up here and close above, we'll look for buys. If it breaks down, we'll wait. Yeah, there's no point. You don't have to get ahead of the trade, right? Oh, by the time it enters, right? You could be like, oh, by the time Wix gets in there, I'll already be 10, 12 pips up. Yeah, you could do that, fine. But like, I'm still gonna make, like, if it's gonna be based on my breakdown, I'm still gonna get those same pips too, right? Or like, but at least I won't have the stress of not being too sure if it's gonna do it now or if it's not. Boom, there's the 15 coming up. So it looks like it might drive. 30 closes here in 8 minutes. Let's see what happens with NYSE. Last time we saw the market drive 5 minutes prior. Look at this. The 5 also closed bearish here. This could be a top wick for the 5 to continue down, right? Even though the 15 has flipped. So it's just different time frames telling me different stories. And you'd want this 5 to have a bottom wick also to drive off something, not just start coming up randomly. There's no level here that I see. Much earlier level. Right, so the 15 flip, but the 5 could flip bearish. Or the 30 could flip bearish. Seven minutes here for the 30. Patience, chat. Yeah, even if it drives like you want it to drive, you'll get opportunities to enter after the market drives. You'll get better opportunities to enter than just guessing if it's going to drive or hold here. What did I have that off? The 5? Yeah. My spread's jumping, so we're getting some volume. My spread just jumped from 1 to 4. Volume coming in, yeah. Might drive now. It's 1 minute on this 5, which is good because it shouldn't now flip in 30 seconds, right? It spent 4 minutes coming up here. People at the Zoom door. Right, we'll see. We'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. One more minute for this 5. Also a strong psychological level, right? 2700 flat. If you're into that kind of thing, if you're into astrology or psychology or whatever, right? I think Venus is in retrograde as well, so, you know, strong level here. Tell me how you added the time and date in OBS. Do what I did. YouTube University. I just YouTubed it. Or you can ask ChatGPT. You can go ChatGPT. Be like, give me a step-by-step explanation for dummies. Right? The most, you know, just where everything is step-by-step. And you can even say with pictures on how to add time and date to OBS, and it's going to give you step by step exactly what you need to do, even when you need to breathe. ChatGPT's propaganda. Well, I like, what's it gonna do? It's gonna propagandize me when I ask it how to how to put the time how to put the time in my OBS. No, this is fake news, not real time. Like, what's it gonna do? It won't give you the current answer all the time. You can't trust it. Well, I don't ask it shit like opinions wise, right? I ask it like shit that has no wrong answer. It's like there's a way to do it, and that's how you do it. I don't think ChatGPT would lie to me unless it's got a really disturbing sense of humor. ChatGPT, how do you make pancakes? Okay, Wix. Go to the pharmacy and buy ketchup. What? Like, I don't think that's gonna happen. I mean, you're probably right. You're probably right, Jay. There's, I'm sure, like there are everything's political, right? But I don't think the date and time is a political thing. I'm pretty sure it'll give you some kind of answer that you could use. But for me, I just went to YouTube University, right? I enrolled, and then I just went to YouTube, and there were professors on YouTube that were teaching how to put the time and date into OBS. Where did this 27 level come from? It's a minor level, but it's here off more recent off the 5, right? Right here. But it's a whole area that we spoke about on the higher time frame here on the 4. Right? And on the 1, you have this previous support that's now turning into resistance. This whole area right here. You've respected the actual closures, and now you have these wicks wicking into these wicks. Right? You've never closed above this area, which makes me think you're getting your shampoo play right here, right? So then come down. And if we want to be confident in the buys, we'd want that closure to be above this white line. Okay? That's all we're looking at. Who designed your beautiful logo? Very impressive. I don't know, some people from Stream. I've had random people reach out to me from all over the place and just send me stuff, and I don't know, I think Spectral might have done it. Spectral did the emotes. I don't know if he did the logo or that. No, I don't remember. Who, you know, you talking about the banner that's under me on stream here? It's in the corner here. I don't remember. Wix, I'm late. Have you taken the trade already? Yes, we got 31 pips on buys a bit earlier. That's crazy, Jay. Yeah, that's some shit I could see it messing up. Picture having the Holy J in hand. Oh, you noticed it. Do you see the tattoo on my cheek? It's actually, those are candles. You see the tattoo on the cheek and the logo? Those are actual, we're bullish there. All right, the 30 just closed. Le candle. But that is a strong rejection. If I was to look for buys here, I I can't right now. This is a lit candle. We should come up based not just on that candle. But this is a strong rejection. You have NYC open, right? And with volume, you don't really need to grab wicks. If you need wicks to grab orders when there's no volume. But this, we have volume here now. This can just as easily plummet just as it can come up, right? Kind of gotta wait here. It's more like a 60-40 to the downside, but anything under 80-20 is a 50-50. Previously, I thought it might be some specks of weed. What? First one I found Wix 3 years ago on YouTube. When I saw his logo, I thought he was pro LGBTQRSTUVW. Then I found that he was a Republican. I'm pro leave people to fuck alone. Right? That's what I'm pro. I don't give a fuck what you do. I think that should be between you and you. That's it. I don't care what you do. Just don't bring it into my life, right? You keep your life, and my life, my life. And look, I don't want people to fuck with you no matter what you do, right? Even if I don't agree with it, I'll always fight for your right and your freedom to do so. $15.5 no bottom wick, 30 lit candle, perfect bottom wick entry. Yeah, you can look for buys. I can't look for buys here. I'm sorry. I can't look for anything here the way we closed. Wicks didn't smoke a joint today. I did, but I smoked it at like 6 a.m. on school property. Sorry, Principal Vasquez. And please don't drug test your security. Wicks to the principal's office now. Gonna have me at the board like Bart Simpson. Just I will not yell at other students. I will not yell at other students. I will not yell at other students. Write that 10 times, turn around and be like, fuck all y'all. I will not curse at other students. I will not curse at other. What were you doing before Forex, Wicks? I was aimlessly roaming through life with no purpose. Push down, W analysis. Yeah, that's why I'm like candle, but with the timing, I need more closures, more candles to print. Yeah, we got time. We still got time today. It's only 9:30. NYC just opened. It's just starting to drive. It's indecisive right now. Strong resistance, right? But a leg candle. Bullish closure on the hourly, right? On the previous hourly, but a bearish closure on the previous 30. So just different time frames, different stories for now, right? When it did set up for the same story at the 4-hour close, we took that position. Aimlessly is a bit harsh, Wix. Yeah, well, I'm my harshest critic, as it should be. You guys should be your own harshest critics. But you said there was a guy working for me. I thought you might be having some business. I did. Doesn't mean I had a purpose. Or it doesn't mean I felt like I had a purpose. I've had many businesses. I've had many employees. Back in a minute, gotta smoke outside? Why? Nah. Go to the kids' room. Hotbox that shit. Oh yeah, Houston. H-Town. How's your father? Yeah, Dad's doing alright. As well as he could be. Alright, can this candle make a decision? Looks like it has. Looks like we should come down here. But no bottom wick here, so wait for this to create this range. Wait for this to actually close and create a bottom wick. Canadian, eh? What'd you have for breakfast? Maple syrup. I don't know, Mr. Banks. I don't know. What's your purpose right now? To improve my family's quality of life and to get my entire surrounding out of poverty. Right? Doesn't mean that everyone's in poverty, but you know, it's the number one goal here is to get your family as far away from poverty as possible so they can never experience it. Right? I'm not trying to make more pips than you. I'm just trying to do better for my family than what has been done before. That's it. My purpose on YouTube, 100K subs. When you first started trading, are your family being supportive of you being a trader? Hell no. They haven't doubt, especially the early years when you were still in there. Hell yeah. Like trading life necessitates patience and a lot of thought processing in order to find the correct strategy or the correct path. The rest of the time you wait and observe to pounce at the right time. Yeah, you're hunting, right? But as a hunter, you need to look for opportunities. Otherwise, you won't see the gazelle, you know, walking by you or running by you. You gotta actually actively look for it. You gotta actively look for opportunities. So yeah, I mean, there's a lot of similarities in trading and life. A lot of lessons from trading will teach you, you know, will also be lessons that you can use in life. And vice versa. And vice versa. This channel deserves 1 million subs. 1 million. Rich. Millionaire. No, I don't even think there's that many traders on YouTube. Most people aren't willing to do the work. They want things given to them. Because you can have things given to you, but before things are given to you, you still have to do the work. They see people getting things and they think there's no work put in. No, there's been work put in to get there. Alright, so strong push on the 30, but 30's still open and could be making a bottom wick, right? You've tapped this area here across the board. A smaller time frame. What we want is a really heavy push here, whether it's on this 30 or it's on the hourly. I want to make sure none of these supports be supporting, right? I want to make sure we blast right through them. We can blast right through them. We're going to fill the range. If we fill the range, we're going to be in that fill, right? So if we're able to get a candle that just pushes heavy here, right? Like this would be something that we would look for. Then we will look for just this little piece right here, right? That little bit, we will look for a top wick entry to get the rest of the range. But we want this heavy push so we can be sure or pretty confident that we're not going to reject anywhere in this area, anywhere within these wicks. So let it do that. It does it every day. It doesn't do it on the next candle. It'll do it on a candle after that, but it does this every day. Let it push. Let it push heavy here. The reason I'm not in the sell because I don't know if it will push heavy, right? There's a lot of levels in the way, but after it does, I'll have a confirmation. You see, if we held the runner here on our entry to the top of the range, that would have hit BE, and we would have had just, what, 12 pips instead of 30. So I find long-term full closure does me better. We could have had sells here on this previous candle, but then we would have needed a heavy push on that previous candle, right? Not all the way through, but if we were able to do something like this on the previous candle, then we could be in this area, right? On these top wicks. This is too weak and closed no bottom wick here on the 15, so stay out. You're successful, they say you're lucky. Most people can't do the 4 years of work and loss and hardships you have to fight through in order to get a 1 million as an example. Oh man, I had to do it alone. But I'm cool with that. Not everybody can vibe alone. People need, you know, to have someone to talk to feel like they're being heard, to feel like me. I did everything alone. And I'm cool with it. Like, I don't want to say it's easier. It's really hard mentally, but it's easier to focus on the things you need without any distractions. Yeah, everything's alone, and like everything I do, like that's involved in trading. Like I don't have a team, right? I don't have a team. I got just me. Got mods, yeah, for YouTube and all that, but overall, in general, everything else, like I don't have a team. Right? I don't have a videographer. I don't have somebody doing reels. I just, you know, just everything's organic, just based off what I do. I don't have a mentor that's been there for my losses, my trading. I don't have anyone that like has heard my bad beat stories, right? Or that knows like half or even 10% of the hardships involved in this, or that I've had to go through in trading. Only way to make sure shit gets done properly is do it yourself. Yeah, I'm also of that mindset where like I'd rather do it myself because I know it'll get done the way I want it to, right? It doesn't mean there's one way to do things. It means it'll be done the way I want it to be done. So this is what we wanted, right? We just drew this out, right? We drew out this candle, this heavy push down. Now let's wait for it to close in 13 minutes, and the hourly will give us some more information. It'll give us more data on which we can base our next analysis. Let it keep pushing. Wants to push all the way through down here? Incredible, even better. And I tell that to a lot of people, like if you're really struggling and you're like a really social person, right? Just vibe alone for a while, right? Focus on what you need and vibe alone. It might be difficult, but sometimes it's what you need to do to tune out the noise. You know that song? What song? Oh, it's just me, myself, and I. Yeah, I know that song. Yep. There's a folder at 10 a.m. as well. Probably an orange folder or a yellow folder.
I'm here to tell you right now, we don't care.
The singer of the song is Albanian. Word. I got a goldfish. I mean, like, while we're both discussing shit that don't matter, right? Figure I'd mention that. $11 minutes. The stretch. All right, yeah, it's time to roll a fucking joint. Sorry, YouTube, I meant it's time to roll up my sleeves here. Roll up these sleeves. I meant the joints, you know, my elbow and shoulder joints. Gotta roll up the sleeves around the elbow and shoulder joints, YouTube. Fuck. I've asked you before when you will come to Albania, so I said it's. I'm just kidding. It's a joke. You don't have to explain yourself. It was just jokes. We gotta pass the time somehow, right? You feel jokes are better than crying. Although you can cry. We all do a little bit of crying. We do a little bit of crying. All right, let's smoke. Yeah, I was wondering, does he have a goldfish or not? No, no goldfish. You know what I really hate? You know what grinds my gears? This fucking yellow paper in RAWs that just takes up space for no reason. Why not just give me a real paper? What are they saving money on? Glue? Why do they do this? Why you do this? Really pisses me the fuck off. It's a waste. I'll be sitting here thinking I got an extra paper? Nope. Nope. Oh God, and there's 2 of them? I think this pack got 3 of them. I don't know. It's fugazi. Why not just put in a paper in there? Well, like, what's the point of that paper? It does nothing. It goes in the trash every time. I've never rolled in it. It's got no glue. Protection paper? Well, it's not protecting much because I just fucking took it out, ripped it up. Protection sucks. You don't got pre-rolls there? No, I just like to roll my own shit. I get pre-rolls from time to time. I get good ones from Cali. Yo, where's the dude that came here that has a cannabis company or something? We spoke a few days ago. I told you to DM me. Did you DM me? Are you in here? What kind of company you got? I had so many people DM me. It's to keep the package straight and crispy. How? This is just a regular paper, the same one. Why not just put a regular rolling paper in there? It's the same one. Gee, someone has a Zaza company? Yeah. If you're in here, hit me up. Just big logo above me. Wix's Weeds. Worldwide Wix. Right above me. When we going global, that's what I'm saying. Worldwide Wix. Yo, that is a ugly 15 though. Honestly, that last 15 closure was just disgusting. Six minutes. That paper's telling you I'm running out, not when it's like a third through the pack. It's more telling me more like, hey, you started a pack. And I kind of know I started it. New pack on the way, mad bills to pay. We got 5 minutes here. I honestly want this to come back down. I want to come back down. I want closures down here. So let's wait 5 minutes. Chat, give me 2 minutes. 2 minutes, 2 minutes. All right. Go do what you got to do for the next 3 to 4 minutes. I'm going to be gone for 2 of them.
Stop it. Get some help.
Nope. I'm gonna go smoke right now. Where's my lighter at, though? Oh, right here. Oh, it's lit. It's lit. Oh, it's nice outside. It's a beautiful morning. Hello, spider. Hello, frog. Fuck you, lizard. Bitch ass. He's looking at me with a fucking side eye. Yeah, got a whole fucking zoo back here. You see my neighbor? He got a lowrider CLS. That shit is pretty dope. What time is it? 57? Yeah, we got a minute. Scandal looks like shit though. Just opened up some curtains. Neighbors be having a live band during the New York session too? No. Is this like a signal channel? Please tell me. This is better than the signal channel because you get me calling the signals out live and we're taking positions live, or I'm taking positions live. This is for educational purposes only, right? This is for you to learn. But we don't just call them out. We also to discuss them and talk, talk about what we see and why we are taking them. But the signals last throughout the day, so there are signals being sent out the entirety of the day. The 40 seconds here, right? 15 closing weak bullish, but the 30 and the 1 hour. Heavy push, I think. Let's see where we can reject. Four hours filled the previous 4 hour, right? Start that move up. It's going to be key how we open, top wick or bottom. Oh, there goes the bottom wick first. That's tough, right? Because that's a strong 1 hour closure. You held support here, so I want to take a buy, but 30 bearish, 1 hour bearish, right? And the 15's doji, right? And what do? When we see this, we just block that out, and there's range here now though with the wick, so I have nothing yet, but this is a strong support, right? We're still stuck within the smaller time frame range right here. Right, we're still within here. And we don't have a catalyst in terms of news, in terms of red folders to really push us. Back to 17th of October. Oh, yeah, this candle right here. Yeah, then it came back up. Yeah, you see this candle? No top wick, came down, and then came right back up. Sucks that he created this bottom wick first. That tapped the support. Yeah, let's wait for more candles to print. We're gonna be here till 11. I'm here till 11 today. Right? I'm gonna go probably while we wait for this 5 or this, not this 5, probably this 15 to print. I'll go have a few more pulls. Chat, I know you don't smoke. I know this, man. But I'm gonna get you high today. Cause it's Friday. You ain't got no job. And you ain't got shit to do. All right, pushing. Let's see. Same line every Friday? Yeah, because it's next Friday. It's next Friday now. How did the 5 close? Oh, what a fucking charity candle, yo. Look at this. Indecision. Nothing. What about the Friday after next? Yeah, Friday after next, we'll be there too. Because that's next Friday. Okay. All right. Let's get this closing. Even if it's a 5. Break it down. 80 pips of range heading down here, 90 pips, so should be in good shape. I'm tired. You ever be tired because you went to sleep too early and you overslept? Like a lot of times I undersleep and it feels great. But like I overslept and feel tired. closure below here would be lovely. 26.87.6. Can't take a wick entry anywhere in here. We needed to push. I think, remember, initially we marked this area off. Oh no, we didn't. I already see it. No, this is our initial area. We thought about this. Or I thought about this. Because this would be below the support. They say you hit the J, but I think the J hit you. I hope so. You ever been tired of being tired? You reminded me of that. I mean, you ever been so pissed off that you hit a motherfucker with another motherfucker? And then there's a dude swinging another dude by the legs at another dude. It's getting posted today. If you laugh, drop a like. Word. Drop some likes here. And sub to the channel. Go share this stream. Go share. Okay, lock in here. We got a 5 closing here. We need a bottom wick. Let's see if it can pull back in the next 20 seconds. 10 seconds. We need a bottom wick here. If it leaves a bottom wick, we might have pretty quick positions. Okay. Okay. Lock in, chat. We're going to see a top wick here. I'm going to take a sell right here. Just took a sell. 2686.8 is my entry. Short position 2686.8 as we reach those wicks. Just expecting a flip. That's all I'm expecting. I know there's not much of a bottom wick, but I'm expecting a flip, not a drive. Because that was a heavy push down, right? So, and if it closes here in 4 minutes, it's a bearish candle. So we'll have a chance to manage if it doesn't drive through now, right? If it doesn't create a bottom wick, or if it doesn't flip on the 5. But we're expecting the 5 flip. All right, that previous wick's been tapped. I'm gonna take another sell right here. So 87.5. Another sell. All right, closing first position out here, closing all positions out here. Amazing, incredible. We took a sell right here, 87.5. Sorry, I couldn't post it. I had to manage it. So just closed full. Congratulations, everybody. I told you this was going to play out pretty quickly on this 5-minute candle, and it just did. Incredible. Incredible. But you had to lock in. It was going to happen quickly. I don't know if we'll drive through. The reason I closed full is the previous 5 has no bottom wick, right? We don't have range here. That's why I said I'm only playing the flip. But I just played as we got a little bit of profit in the first position. I closed that in profit. And then I closed the second one. W. Last trade on stream, you want a total of 20.6 pips. 21 pips. We round that off. Oof. That fucking pineapple was sweeter than a Twinkie filling. Look at it. Look at it. Would you just look at it? Just look at it. Would you just look at it? W session, W day, W week, W month, W year. W president. Win number 281. We just stacking dubs here. Buys and sells. Plus 21. Oh, whoa. That's not how you spell sells. Never loved pineapples this much that I started trading. Yeah, that pineapple was lovely, right? That was based on the wick here to the left. I told you guys when I took the position as we were reaching this top, this previous wick here, I'm going to take another sell right here. And that's what we did. In hindsight, I think we should have held for the flip. But hindsight is always 20/20, right? Were you not anticipating the flip? I was anticipating the flip. I wasn't anticipating this drive. So we should have held to the flip. But I closed when the first positions got to break even, I closed them because I wanted to have the optimal entry just in case we're wrong. But the flip was solid. In hindsight, I think we should have held to the flip. But it's all right. It's dubs. We got 21 pips. Right? The flip wasn't much more. The flip was only 3 more pips per position. But 3 pips on 4 positions, that's 12 pips. So this would have been a 32, 33 pip trade. Right? Instead of 21. Not a big deal. Right? W's W. A W is a W. Yeah, I mean, what's the point of being here longer? It's 10:15. It's Friday. We're big winners. We closed full. We didn't need to hold a runner because the runner would have came back to BE here, right? You see that? Well, maybe not the second position. Maybe the pineapple would have been alive, but either way, I mean, we're winners. Over 50 pips today. The total for yesterday between the New York session and FOMC stream, the combined total, I think, was 13 pips. Around 13 pips, I think. Right, so not every day you get 50 or 100, but the day before we had 130. The day before that we had 90, right? Today is 50. It's all right. We're well over 300 pips for the week. I think, right? If not over 300, we're really close. Yesterday's total was 14. There you go. So I think, yeah, I think we're somewhere around 300 pips for the week. So a lot has to do with the election. Yeah, we took a lot. We had a 130 pip day for elections, right? So it's pretty good. Make 60K back already. I'm there. I'm really close. Really close. I've made more than half back. Right, in less than a week. Like we're gonna be fine. We are going to be fine. What else? Any questions? Oh, chat, by the way, hold on. We forgot to do something. You guys know the deal. When you get the loss, I didn't have a loss on stream. No, I had a loss off stream. I took a really dumb position in Asian session like a week ago, off stream on my own. I just told stream about it when we had a stream, so that's why they're asking. It had nothing to do with you guys. It had nothing to do with this stream. Oh, chat. So as I was gonna say, spam some W's. What else? What else? What else? What else we doing? Fuck off, let me be on the IG story, man. It's just gonna be a W that rolls through. That's it. Yeah, I think the pineapple would have survived here. Where's our pineapple? Right there, so. Yeah, this would have been the pineapple. I think we still good. Can you discuss the bad trade last week? What did you see? My Asian session trade? I discussed it the very next day when I came here, and I said, hey, I had a really shitty trade last night. When I came in, I told you guys how it went, and I went over the trade. If you go back to, I think it was Monday's or Tuesday's stream, or Wednesday stream, I showed up in the morning and I was like, yeah, I had a really fucked up trade last night. And I knew why. I was just late on entry. It was a 4-hour closure, and the first thing it did was make a top wick, and it came down and flipped already, right? It did the move that I wait for. And I entered on the flip just because there was a lot of range to go down, and I knew it wasn't an optimal entry, right? It should have still went down. We were ahead, but when it started pushing up, I had no way to manage risk because that entry was at the very bottom of the candle, right? It was on the flip. It wasn't on a top wick. So when it came back to that top wick area with a bottom wick later on, I didn't close because I was in on a flip at a much worse entry. And I still should have managed risk there, but the big problem was I entered maybe 15 minutes too late. I should have been on that initial order grab up before it came down, flipped, and then rebroke the highs. So technically it doesn't need to make wicks to grab orders. The volume. A lot of times when you have a catalyst like FOMC, NFPs, CPIs, PPIs, All of that, right? All of those news, you'll typically see a push, a drive, not just for news. The market will continue driving throughout the session, and you won't need levels to be tapped the way you do without the red folders, because the market will push off the catalyst, right? The unemployment claims, all of that. We need to get those optimal entries when NYC high volume as can drive without grabbing orders, if that makes sense. Yeah, I like to utilize the hourly and the 4-hour closure because when they close, right, that means there was enough volume to close outside of range or at a certain level, right? If we're outside of range, now you have an advantage point. You have an edge. You're outside of range. If it left a wick, you have confirmation for range. So with momentum, with momentum, you'll fill the range, right? Especially if you've bounced off a support or a resistance to drive now. But with news, it's not necessary to bounce off a support or resistance. Unless it's a daily level. But it's way down the line. You guys don't need to understand that. Monday, no stream. It's a bank holiday. There's no stream Monday, but Sunday, everyone in the Signal channel will run a private stream. We'll run a private Asian session for weekly market open. So at 8 p.m. Eastern on Sunday, everyone in the Signal channel will do a private session. It'll be very intimate. I think roughly 30 of us. That's what happens. Ballpark around 30. 50 to 100 pips consistently. That's what happens. I don't know where I'd be without you. Probably at the street. You're really changing my life. Thank you, man. Absolutely. I love hearing that. That's awesome. You won't hear me repeated, but I appreciate the appreciation. Right? It lets me know that what I'm doing is working. If I'm getting through to you, right? If you're annoyed of hearing the same shit over and over and over, that means I'm getting through to you because you're remembering what I've said and it's sticking in your head to the point where it's annoying. So I guess it's working. So it isn't necessary to get tapped into those wick entry levels as it has volume and momentum to drive, but it does give you a nice entry for managing and leaving runners. Exactly. Yes, it gives me a really nice. It's not about the runners for me. For me, it's about managing risk if I'm wrong. That's how I approach the trade. When I take a position, it's not like, oh, where can we drive from? Like I used to do that. Where can we drive from? Right? But like now it's kind of switch. It's a natural progress, right? Natural progression where like I don't think about certain things. It's just natural, right? It's just, that's how my mind works. Now at this point, it's like when I enter a trade, it's like, if I'm wrong, where will be the optimal, entries that I could manage risk off of? And then I see how we could print if I'm wrong, the possibilities of different ways of printing if I'm wrong. See, we didn't leave a runner. Would it be the runner? It didn't run here. Didn't run. So that's 2 times we closed full, where a runner would have hit B, but we closed full and took those pips, right? So you're that much further ahead now. So anyone leaving a runner for next time, you're going to need a 20 to 30 or 40 pip runner in order to cover these 2 full closures that we have, right? Without a runner. So the overall long term, I think closing full just works out better, but it just depends where you close full. If you're able to understand where you are in a range, smaller time frame range, lining up with a higher time frame range, Getting chills right now, really. Thank you. Got another good sell here, bottom weight before going up if it wants to. 1530. Yeah, I'm not looking. I'm done for the day, done for the week. What's your lot size? 10 lots per position. Where did the 5 trading days go? How did Saturday, Sunday come this fast, man? Yeah, we'll be back. So on Sunday, the private session, but next week for everyone else, chat, we're going to be back on Tuesday. Monday's a bank holiday, Veterans Day. right? Go thank your veterans for their service. And for everyone that's not in the U.S., still go thank the veterans for their service. And we'll see you guys back here on Tuesday morning, 8 a.m. Eastern. Yeah, only 4 trading days next week. All right, let's call it a session if there's no more questions. We've got a pretty good stream, very good stream, a lot of good discussion. So I'm glad you guys showed up. 420 watching. Oh, 400 watching now, but that's a sign. We had 420 watching for a second. All right. Chat. Love and wisdom to you all. See you guys on Tuesday. Zoom gang. Kenny. The only one left here at the top of my Mortal Kombat column over here. You have to get through all of these people to get to Kenny. That's the final boss up here. I saw Nick earlier. Thank you guys for showing up on cam. Zoom gang, I'll see you guys in the clubhouse side. Mods, you guys are the greatest. Green wasn't here today, marked his ass absent. I'm gonna find out what the fuck's going on. That never happens. This is Green's second time, I think, missing a streamer. So something going on. Nice, nice. Beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful. All right. Zoom, chat, YouTube. I'm gonna be out. Let me set up my outro music. Boom, we got that going right here.
Wow, I feel good.
All right, gang. That's my time, and you already know the deal. You already know the deal. Just like that, another New York session is in the books. Enjoy your weekend, everybody. Touch some grass, get some sun, tell your family you love them, and see you back on Tuesday morning.
Break out the red panties. We're rich, baby.